My boyfriend and I just spent 4 days in Miami and we had a lovely time there, but out of all the things that we did, these were my favorites and what I would recommend if you're ever planning on visiting. Starting off, we have the Pérez Art Museum. This museum wasn't even on my radar until Thijs brought it up, which I was kind of surprised at because he's more of a fine arts guy, but anyway, this is obviously a modern and contemporary art museum that has a great collection from international artists, including an infinity mirror room by Kusama, which I thought was so cool. You'd think I was being sponsored with how much I've been talking about this exhibit, but no, I'm just a really big fan. Moving along, my next recommendation would be visiting the Vizcaya Museum and Gardens. This is a huge house that was built in the 1920s and was designed to look like an old 18th century Italian villa. All of the rooms have such unique and cool interiors that are inspired by different time periods and based around beautiful objects collected from around the world. And obviously the gardens out back were absolutely stunning. There are a ton of different sections you can get lost in, and I can only imagine how beautiful it looks in the summer. Up next, obviously no trip to Miami is complete without visiting Wynwood, but especially if it's your first time, you have to go to Wynwood Walls. Ugh, try saying that 5 times fast. Anyway, this colorful open-air museum features over 100 artists and 35,000 square feet of whimsical murals, some of which are even optical illusions. Even if you don't make it to the museum, definitely check out the neighborhoods surrounding it because there's still a ton of street art to be seen, and they also have some cool boutiques and specialty shops here. And bonus, if you're here on a Saturday or Sunday, definitely stop by the Smorgasburg Food Market for some awesome local bites. And last, but certainly not least, is walking around Calle Ocho in Little Havana. Miami has a huge Cuban population and Little Havana is at the heart of everything. Like I said, we spent most of our time exploring Calle Ocho, but definitely visit Azucar for some homemade ice cream. They have lots of fun flavors, and make sure to stop by and enjoy some live music at Ball and Chain. Anyway, those are all my recommendations from our trip to Miami. We had such a fun time in this lively city and cannot wait to come back, so let us and others know your recommendations in the comments and follow for more travel content.